You can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. It's a room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Fields. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 27. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 31 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Williams going to get it again on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way they execute a run blitz. They only gets correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7-7, our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give it to Williams, running right. And some room to roam now. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 66 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Again, it's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
So in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling on the launch out. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Corey Davis from 10 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. From the 35 on 2nd down. Fields. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The option to give to Williams here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
I expect a surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around. I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Bass is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Darius Phillips on the loose. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they'll get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 more there and another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. busy night continues for Williams. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try to pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 63 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Fields. Touchdown, Texans. J.K. Dobbins. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long to flip it over to the offensive side? They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to shoot for him. Back to that line, still a good amount of meat on the ball here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Completes it to Davis. Touchdown, Browns! Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Racey McMahon,
75 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Browns take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock. Late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. If I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, or a quick slant or something like that.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Well, thinking about fourth down, Prater's got the big leg, but this might be pushing it even for him from this distance as they come up on third down.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do is to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check.